A man caught a fish, but his face showed no joy. He simply placed the fish in a nearby box and headed towards the wreckage of a plane. He had already been there for 6 months, surviving on a diet of raw fish. After replenishing his energy, he took his generator and headed to a hillside, where he began to send a weak signal, hoping someone would see and rescue him. He then came to a pile of rocks and carefully wiped away the snow, which was clearly a gravestone belonging to a companion. He then began to clean the holes in the ground, his distress signal. In the freezing Arctic, the man relied on his own willpower to persevere. But one day, he discovered his fish box destroyed and a large footprint on the ground, suggesting a polar bear had set its sights on him. He had no choice but to run back to the wreckage for shelter, but he still needed to go out for help. Finally, one day, the man spotted a helicopter and quickly deployed a smoke bomb, hoping it would be visible. He saw the helicopter heading their way, but due to the strong wind, it lost its direction and crashed, forcing the man to rush to its rescue. Unfortunately, the pilot had been led to the riverbank, and thankfully, the woman in the co-pilot seat was still breathing. The man applied simple first aid and, after the storm passed, brought the woman back to his base. He felt sorry. If it hadn't been for him, no one would have died. Seeing the woman faint again, the man decided to search for supplies and buried the pilot on the spot. This time, with a more complete map, he decided not to wait for death. He planned a route to the research station. He left a mark and set off with the woman towards the Arctic station, as he had to carry the seriously injured woman. He had to avoid the towering peaks, which made the journey much longer, but he remained steadfast, finding a cave to spend the night. This time, they encountered a hungry polar bear. The man knew the bear had been following them, waiting for the right moment to attack. The man had to pull out a burning stick, and thankfully the flames scared the bear away. Once safe, he set out again for his destination. The woman's condition worsened, and her wound became infected. Knowing he needed to hurry, the man accidentally fell into a cave. When he regained consciousness, his leg was trapped in the rock. He slipped and broke his thigh, but managed to climb out. This time, dragging his injured leg and the severely injured woman, he set out again. On a hillside, he saw hope again and lit his last burning stick. However, due to the distance, his cries for help were inaudible. The man stripped off his clothes and lit them, ready for a last-ditch effort. Unfortunately, the helicopter took off, leaving him despairing. But thankfully the helicopter had seen him.